If you want to travel, but you feel like it's out of reach for you financially, I'm going to show you today something called travel hacking that helps you travel for pennies on the dollar. Today's video is a little bit outside of the realm of the type of content that I usually post, but I posted this to my Instagram stories and got some feedback and questions and asks for a little bit more information about how I travel hack. So what I'm gonna do today in this video is tell you a little bit about what travel hacking is, then I'm gonna show you the exact breakdown of how I took my partner and I to Europe in 2016 for a $20,000 vacation and only paid under $800 out of pocket for it. Okay, first things first. Travel hacking relies on credit cards. It does not mean that I want you to rack up debt. It does not mean that I want you to carry a balance. This is only for people who are organized financially, who know what their credit score is and have good credit, and know that opening up a credit card won't be tempting them to spend more than they can safely pay off. If that is not you, hit pause, bounce out of here. This video is not for you. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, let me show you exactly how that trip broke down. So I'm gonna hop over to my computer, show you my spreadsheet, and show you how I did everything.
Right, so this is the actual spreadsheet where I kept track of everything. So in this column, you'll see what we were purchasing. The second column is how much it cost in retail. This was US dollars back in 2016. How much we paid in 2016, whether it was taxes, fees, or whether it was the full cost of something, and then what types of points we used or redeemed. So I'll just go through one or two so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So on this first line, we flew from Detroit to London Heathrow on American Airlines in business class. It retailed at $8,100 and we paid $11,000, and we used 100,000 American Airlines miles to do that. Then let's see, we went to London for several nights and we stayed the Edwardian Vanderbilt Hotel in London, and that was about $1,200, $1,300. We paid $0, and we used 150,000 Club Carlson points. So you can kind of see how that all broke down. I really get excited when I total everything up. And what it came down to is the total cost of the trip was almost $20,000, but we ended up paying about $764. So when you break it up, we paid 4% of the retail cost, or if you want to look at it this way, we took the trip for 96% off of the listed price. So that is how we did it in terms of how it all broke down. So now I'll hop back over how the heck do you get all of these points.
So I mentioned earlier that I use credit card rewards points. Almost every credit card issuer is going to have some sort of credit card that offers some sort of reward. Some of them are cash back, some of them, like you saw on my spreadsheet, are for things like frequent flyer miles, and some of them are more general rewards points. So things like the Chase Ultimate Rewards points or the American Express membership rewards points. Those are points that can be redeemed for travel. So what I did over the course of probably, I would say, a year and a half, 2 years. I'm not like one of those crazy travel hackers who is taking these vacations multiple times a year. I do them every few years and feel like I'm still winning. So that's how I do it. Anyway. Okay, so what you do is you sign up for the credit card that is offering some type of sign-up rewards. Make sure to read the fine print. Usually there is something called a minimum spend in order to get those bonus points. A minimum spend is how much money you need to spend in a certain amount of time on that credit card in order to get that sign-up bonus. So for a lot of them, it's something like spending $3,000 within 3 months. For some of the easier ones, it's spending $1,000 in 3 months. I know that sounds a little crazy, but think about the things that you pay for every day or every so often that end up being expensive. So oftentimes what I'll do is I will put something like my car insurance and pay for it 6 months in advance, so it's kind of bundled up. Put that on my credit card, get my bonus, and then kind of be done with it, making sure, of course, that I pay it off. So that's what I did several times here, and that is how I was able to fund that trip. I'm also including some of my favorite cards in the description box below, so if you want to check them out, feel free to do so. The other thing is that I'm getting ready to take another Euro trip with my partner this summer. So if you're interested in kind of seeing how the points strategy works out for that trip, let me know for sure. Make sure to hit like, and then I'll know, okay, enough people like this video, that means they want to see more about how we're gonna fund our way this year to Amsterdam and Berlin. So that's all. Make sure you hit subscribe so you can always be up to date on getting your mind and money in balance. That's it. See ya.